there, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be streaming Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo on actual SNES hardware. Yeah, we played Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission last week in Metroid Fusion yesterday, so it's now, I think, like, I couldn't find my Super Nintendo, I found it last night, so we're gonna be doing a new game. And how's everyone doing today? I ran over to Canvas and B to buy some. Ran over to Canvas and B before starting the stream.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
The Battle of the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space. Of the space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. I next fought the Metroids on their homeworld, SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva which, after hatching, followed me like a confused child. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. Scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that their powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Ceres Station was under attack. Now, this is the first Metroid game in the series to introduce a bunch of mechanics, like the map system. Now, the map system was one of the biggest updates in this new game. Yeah, we played the Metroid Zero Mission ROM hack, the Super Metroid GBA Edition ROM hack, about a month and a half ago. I think it was about a month and a half ago now. About a month and a half ago was that stream. Yeah, this is not included in the GBA edition. Now we're going back to planet Zebes. Or Zebes or whatever. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's Zebes. That's how it's pronounced in other room. Metroid Other M. Either Metroid Other M or the NES Metroid. Might go with Other M here. Well, honestly, or Metroid 2. I'm still need to find my copy of Metroid 2. I dug these out of my in the boxes here. I haven't dug most of these out there since I first moved into my apartment. I dug out the consoles there, but not most of the games. I also ordered some retro games recently too. Some retro stuff too, like I'm planning on getting a Game Boy Advance flash card. I'm actually planning on getting a Game Boy Advance flash card and a DS flash card so I can put it in my DS. Like I plan to put both of them in both slots so I can have double freaking flash cards. I'm gonna get another flash card. I'm gonna get a flash card for my DS and Game Boy Advance. A DS flash card and a Game Boy Advance flash card. Since the DS I can play Game Boy Advance games, I could use the DS flash card. Yeah, I also saw I could use a Game Boy Advance flash card on a DS. Sorry, but you can also emulate other games on flash cards. On these flash cards, you can emulate NES, SNES, and Genesis games. Yeah, with the Game Boy Advance flash card as well, there I could use it for streaming as well. Fortunately, I have to get rid of the freaking Game Boy logo. The Game Boy logo won't be there. Freaking don't show the screen. Yeah, don't know if Game Boy flash cards can work in a Game Boy player. I wonder that myself. I wonder that. Probably does there, but there's some hardware that freaking blocks piracy. Like some 3DSs block the flash cards from working on the console. Where we'll go into the game. We'll go into the software. It'll just crash the flash card if you use it on it. If you use the flash card that only works with a DS Lite or a regular DS, you probably have to use you can't use it on a 3DS or a DS side. You'll probably need to hack your 3DS in order to get it working, and that can risk bricking it. Plus, I find flash cards really good. Like you don't have to freaking buy virtual console games on it for like $5 or $10. The freaking SNES games on the new 3DS like $11, man. You can still get them, but I'd rather just prefer using getting the Switch Online service because you get a whole bunch of games for $25 for a whole year. And plus you have the online service and such. Yeah, the save room in this is kind of weird how you have to position yourself. Yeah, you have to position yourself in a certain way with the save rooms in this game. Got the bomb. Got the missiles, more ball and bombs. Wrong room. You always seem to get it at the right time with this one. That looks like a dick. The way that the missile shit is. Yeah, the way the pixels look are in the color of it. The shading of it kind of looks like a dick. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people point out with this game. When they play this, a few people actually always point that out. That the missiles are shaped, the missile icon shaped like a dick. Like the lines especially make it look freaking weird. They always seem to hide subliminal messages like this. It's a subliminal message. They always hide subliminal messages in these freaking things. Or there's this one thing I see online there. There's one Disney movie. It was The Little Mermaid. Where there was hidden dick on the freaking VHS cover of The Little Mermaid, and it had to be repurposed and such. I read that somewhere online where I saw something about Disney fails and such. Yeah, Disney had quite a few fails as well. like one weird freaking I saw a whole video on that, man. And Disney's always buying the biggest franchises. It's probably why people are buying Disney Plus a lot. Like freaking they have Family Guy and such every single episode. No other show has something like that, stuff like that. I'm gonna try to do the mock ball trick. You gotta see if I can do the mock ball trick. Ah, too early. Forgot to morph at the right time. I didn't morph at the right time. I need to morph at the right time. I think my timing's a little bit off. We're gonna try this one last friggin' time. Try this one last time. It's freaking pain in the ass. This is actually really cool. I'm gonna try this one more time. It's gonna be it after it. I'm gonna continue proceeding. Didn't even jump. Did a friggin' jump. Okay, let's keep moving. Gotta get the charge beam down here. Here's a funny story. My friend one time, he had a pile of Cheez-Its. He had a pile of Cheez-Its on the table, and he has DS cartridges lying, DS games right next to it. I remember he almost ate a freaking DS. My friend almost ate a freaking DS game by mistake one time. He wasn't paying attention. Like, he was playing his game and he just grabbed the freaking Jesus. He thought but it was a DS game. Freaking grabbed a pile of Jesus along with the DS game. And Nathaniel Bandy actually says that too. Don't eat Jesus in front of DS games. Don't put Jesus in your DS games. I might get an R4 card, but I'm actually going to start focusing on collecting DS games as well. I'm going to get a flash card so I can, for the emulation stuff. Plus they're really good, really convenient to have. Like, you don't have to carry around all the cartridges and such. Yeah, freaking beats out on that big carrying case, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I saw this online recently. I'm actually planning on investing into a DS capture card, so I can start so I can stream DS games. I'm gonna find another 3DS, like another new 3DS to hack, so I can use the capture card because I'm freaking nervous to freaking hack my Metroid 3DS. I don't want to fucking risk that, man. I'd rather use it like I'm probably gonna get like a new 2DS XL or something. Yeah, I don't really see many new 3DS XLs around, but some places probably have new 2DS XLs in the bargain bin or something. I've heard of some places getting rid of the. Like, I heard, like, Walmart here doesn't have any 2DS XL, any 3DSs or anything anymore, but I've seen some shopper stores that still have some 2DSs. Like, it's the new 2DS XL with the Mario Kart 7 there. I got the Spazer beam. Gonna go down here first. High jump boots. Yeah, these make you jump higher. Yeah, the Spacer Beam is from Metroid 2. Actually made an appearance. Like, people mistake this game for being the first appearance of the Spacer Beam. But the real first appearance of this beam was in Metroid 2. Yeah, like this, like you get, like in Metroid 2, you can actually, you're actually able to go to a beam station to change the beam. Like let's say if there's a place that has the ice beam, like at the very end of the game, like you have the plasma beam, the Spacer Beam, and all that, the ice beam, but later at the end of Metroid 2, you're forced to only have the ice beam. Yeah, but in the remake, in this game, the beams stack. This is actually the first game to have the weapons stack, which would later on be implemented into Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. It was in Metroid Fusion, Zero Mission, and Metroid 2. It's taking a little puff here. I'm wearing my Super Metroid shirt. I heard this was one of the shirts I wore quite a lot in high school. Wore the shirt pretty much often, not almost all the time in high school. Trying to find my tripod. Here it is. Guess they're not online. I'll put my glasses on. Got the various suit now. Saw this video on YouTube where the guy who plays Francis, Boogie2988, people know him as Francis, the fat guy who rages online and such, the guy who rages and such, like, it's the guy, like, you probably know him for destroying the fat guy who destroyed the Xbox, or the fat guy who spent $380 on Candy Crush, like, yeah, apparently, somebody came to the front of his door, and what happened was that Boogie came out with a fucking gun, and he ends up freaking firing a warning shot too. It's like a he was holding like a fucking revolver or something. Yeah, it's actually, you're actually allowed to keep. Some states actually allow in the U.S. some states actually allow you to keep guns. Allow you to keep guns in your property. Like in Florida, apparently in Florida, you're allowed to shoot somebody if they trespass on your property. Like some states actually freaking do that. Actually allow you to have a gun. Like I know that New Jersey does something like that. Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, like McJuggernuggets there, like we've seen in his videos that he has guns and such, like his dad and such has guns. Like I can see why with McJuggernuggets as well, because people always come onto his property and such. Yeah, apparently they're the 24-hour challenge, like we already know that was staged, but if something would have if that was real there, like if someone actually did try to actually imitate that stuff there, like how the people, like how Mikey Manfus and Swift and all that, if it went into Jesse's house at nighttime, like in the middle of the night, like if that was real, like they probably would have actually took the guns out or something. People in New Jersey don't fuck around. Plus it says like we've seen in the videos, like there's no trespassing signs in McJuggernuggets in his parents' place, and there's a gate and everything too. Yeah, like they added that gate there probably to avoid trespassers, and they have motion sensors too. They have security cameras as well. They have a shit ton of security surveillance shit. But yeah, like in Canada, they want to allow us to carry a gun, like. There's no province in Canada that allows you to carry a gun on you. Unless it's for hunting. Like, the only exception that you're allowed to carry a gun for is if you're hunting. But if you use it, but you can't really, like, there's barely any shootings in Canada because of that, too. Yeah, like, I barely hear of any shootings happening, like, there's no shootings that ever happened in Campbellton. maybe if there's a cop shooting, but that barely happens. Like I've also I've heard of some people I heard some instances of people assaulting other people, people getting assaulted with a weapon, but not really much. Because I remember there was this one time there's quite a few fights in Campbellton as well. They're the only things you hear about with crime is either break-ins or fights. A few break-ins sometimes, but I remember one time when I was living in my old apartment above my aunt's place, I remember when I was living above my aunt's place one time. Yeah, I was walking home from a friend's house, and I ended up seeing there was a fight at Dooley's going on. There's this one time at McDonald's where there was a robbery. There was a robbery one time with a weapon in McDonald's one time. Somebody actually tried to rob the McDonald's. And Campbellton here is the one that's by the Pizza Delight. There was actually an attempted robbery there one time. I heard there was this I heard there was this one time in the high school where me and D'Angelo were talking about this recently. There's this one student in the high school that that said a lie about the guns or something. He lied to me or something about. He said something that apparently. It was his girlfriend. It was his ex-girl. Need to get a freaking drink of water, yo. As I was saying, there was one time where this one guy broke up with a girl or whatever, and the girl lies saying that he has a weapon with him and such. I remember 3 or 4 cop cars ended up showing up to the high school that day and searching the guy's locker. Yeah, I was just in the classroom right next to where it was going on. The gun laws in Campbellton are. It's hard to get a gun in Campbellton, but any freaking teenager could get a knife. Yeah. Any teenager could get a knife. I remember a friend of mine used to be able to get knives and machetes and such at Walmart Canadian Tire. Maybe if you had a hunting thing or whatever, maybe it doesn't really make any sense here, but I see some people one time walking around with a knife in their pocket, I could clearly see a knife in their pocket. no gun laws. Like the gun laws are good. There's not a lot of school shootings that happen at all in Canada. There's not a single freaking school shooting that happens in Canada. Shortcut. Shine Spark. I got the wave beam early, by the way. Like doing a wall jump. Yeah, you only need the grapple beam for that. I'm trying to find a route around. I have an idea to get the missile tank over up. call the grapple beam in this game. It's called the grappling beam. This game and Metroid Samus Returns are the only two games that have the grapple beam in it. Samus Returns and Super Metroid are the only two games that have the only 2D Metroid games that have the grapple beam. It's in Metroid Prime and it's in all three Prime games and Metroid Other M, but for 2D games it's only in Super Metroid and Samus Returns. In Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, the grapple beam is renamed to Grapple Swing. I actually had a joke about that on my Metroid during my Prime 3 live stream, where I called Grapple Swing, Swing. That's from Wayne World. That sounds weird. I got that pop culture reference from Family Guy. I got a lot of my references from Family Guy, actually. Bomb jump! There we go. Got the missile. Now they should all, I think a Super Metroid remake can actually work. People say they don't want to remake a Super Metroid. I heard some rumors about a remake happening, but I honestly think it should happen. It'd be really cool. Like if they remake Super Metroid, they could add some areas, make some areas resemble some areas from Zero Mission. Put some places, make some places look like Zero Mission. Like in the Super Metroid GBA edition, like how they had several multiple parts, like secret areas and such. If you added, yeah, like Super Metroid GBA edition has added secret areas. Hey Killer J, what's up, man? Yeah, it's on the actual hardware, man. There's no virtual console or SNES Classic. Playing this on the physical cartridge. Yeah, I'm wearing a freaking Super Metroid shirt. It's the one I freaking wore. One of the shirts I wore in high school, man. This freaking has tears in it and shit. Got the X-ray scope. Yeah, the Super Metroid. In the Super Metroid GBA edition, there in that little area, I was just in the Brainstar, like that, the X-ray scope room in the Super Metroid GBA edition, it actually leads to an area up above Brainstar. It's actually the elevator that was actually that would originally lead to Craze there at Zero Mission. So this place here is remnants of Kraid. The ruins of the old Kraids there. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I actually did a review of this with Killer J a few years ago. Probably I think it was like 3 years ago. I did a review on Super Metroid. With Killer J before. Remember that, Killer J? Remember the review we did on Super Metroid? Caught a missile tank. Yeah, I came up with my own prediction my very own prediction for Metroid Prime 4. I have a prediction that Dark Samus will actually appear in Metroid Prime 4, but way later on in the game. Like it'll be revealed later on that Dark Samus is alive. Like my idea for Dark Samus' story of how she would return is that after her defeat at the end of Prime 3, after Phase exploded after Phase exploded, Dark Samus survived, but she was in a severely weakened state. So she lurked inside a space pirate, and she sent Psylocke out to get the baby Metroid at the end of Federation Force. Actually, what if Psylocke was being controlled by Dark Samus all along? Or, like, people also are making the prediction that Psylocke is an anti-hero or something. Because he's gonna use the Metroid to clone it. For the X-Parasite. Oh, nice, Killer J. Yeah, I was doing like a 5-hour long stream yesterday, Killer J. My stream of Metroid Fusion was like 5 hours long, yo. I was done like at 9 o'clock, man. Yeah, I didn't have time to go onto the stream because I was doing my own stream. I wish I could have made it though. Yeah, this place in Zero Mission was actually was an area of the Chozo ruins. Planet Zevis. I'm wearing the Super Metroid shirt for this occasion because it's related to Super Metroid, but I only wear this if it's over a long sleeve shirt or something because there's tears in it. There's a few holes in the shirt. This would go good with a long sleeve shirt. Missile. Yeah, killer. Yeah, freaking claps and blocks here. You have to go on both clock in the middle there in order to get both missiles at once. everything out. I'm gonna get to do a little bit of it. Bro, I have to go down again. Actually, no, wait till I get the gravity suit to continue. At least I got the friggin' missile, sewer missile. Yeah. What was D'Angelo's stream last night, Killer J? Yeah, like... Yeah, I streamed for like 5 hours last night. Yeah, after the stream there, I just had supper and went to bed. Freaking passed out last night. Yeah, friggin' the time in Metroid in the game, the Metroid, how the timer works in Metroid is that it's different. Like the timer in Metroid is slower than actual time in real life. In game time or whatever. You beat the game in a few hours, man. Yeah, this area is in Metroid Zero mission. Yeah, but this is the first appearance of Criteria in the Metroid series. It was not in the first Metroid or anything, but it's the first appearance of Criteria. It would appear in the remake though. The same landing place too, actually. Now, if you look closely in Zero Mission, you look closely in some of the rooms there, like in that area where you're escaping after you finish Torn, after you beat Mother Brain, the area that you escape, is actually the same area that you're in. You're actually start off. The area of criteria go. You enter in Super Metroid. Yeah, you can tell it's identical. Looks identical. It even has the door underneath the giant boulder. The wrecked ship. I think that's the space pirate ship that blew up in Zero Mission. Heard people say it's not the same ship. Not sure, honestly, though. It could be a different ship, though. It's possible. Fantoon is in this. There's ghosts in this as well, like. So it's kind of hard to say. It's possible, though. If they remake this, it would be really cool if they have the Chozo Ghost from Zero Mission or Mecha Ridley as a secret boss. Yeah, the Super Metroid GBA edition, they have the Chozo Ghost from for a substitute as Fantoon in GBA edition. It's funny how they freaking remade this with Zero Mission's engine. Zero Mission's game mechanics. It's definitely got a pretty good amount of work. Now don't shoot Super Missions on Fantoon, by the way, because he'll freak right out. In Zero Mission GBA edition as well, they actually programmed Crocodile. That's the only boss that actually appears because they already had the animation for Crocodile in the game's files. He did. Fan 2 does reappear in Metroid Other M, has the secret final boss. Yeah, Fan 2 returns in Metroid Other M, only has the secret final boss. Yeah, like I think this is the wreck ship from Zero Mission because it has the same robot thing and all that. Like it has the same robot and the same drones and such flying around. Those drones actually do make an appearance in Metroid Prime, though. Yeah, the drones make an appearance in Metroid Prime, the Metroid Prime games as well. Although some of them have different colored appearances. Super missile. I'm gonna be going back in there in a sec. Yeah, after the wrecked ship, I'm gonna go into Brinstar to get some more items. Like, the gravity is a little bit more. So I won't have to backtrack after. Plus it's good to be prepared to go into Meridia too, and into Ridley's lair. It's good to have a whole bunch of ammo. Plus I'm getting 100% too. You need in order to 100% this game. So those things are annoying to move somewhere. Yeah, those are things that are annoying to move in Zero Mission, especially if you try to do the Shine Spark, the speed booster or something like. Those things do be a pain in the ass and fuck you up sometimes. Little garbage can guys or whatever. Got the missile. Gravity suit. I'm gonna invest some money into a DS capture card online, like but the only DS capture cards you can get are the DS Fat capture cards, like the first model. You hack a new 3DS to get that to stream 3DS games, but you can't stream the DS games for some reason. Yeah, I know it doesn't make any sense at all. It makes no sense at all. But the DS capture cards are what they normally are. They normally have a capture board installed into them, so they could capture footage of the DS. I know Nintendo there, they had their own special capture cards that they used for their 3DS that they used for like E3 and such. Yeah, but Nintendo never freaking released those. So the only way is to hack the 3DS or to modify it. That's the only way to capture good 3DS footage. You can hack the 3DS and capture it the new 3DS and capture it wirelessly. Yeah, when I hear of people hacking 3DS with experimenting 3DS and such, they're mostly experimenting with 2DSs. It's probably because they're the cheapest ones you can find with DS, out of the DS family. They cost the cheapest out of the DS family, the 2DSs. And one thing that's good about the 2DS though is that they're durable. That's apparently one thing that's good about the 2DS is that they're durable. Like I know some people that just bought the 2DS because it was affordable and it was durable. But someone like I got the 3DS because the new 3DS because I prefer all the cool features and such. The 2DS fucking sucks. In my point of view. Yeah, like sure it's affordable and such, but all they're really doing is removing the 3D feature. That's what makes it cheaper. Shine Spark. Gonna replenish my health. I find it funny that Mother Brain was right above, like the area where the final battle of the first game was right above Brinstar. Right above where the first game started. I just find it's freaking weird that's right below. And Zero Mission, this would lead to this probably is the... I honestly don't know why it's like that. Yeah, in Super Metroid, if they remake Super Metroid, it would be really cool if they actually had expanded areas. Areas that are expanded. Yeah, some references to Zero Mission too. Yeah, I kind of understand, but it's gonna be weird how they're gonna, if they remake Super, it's kind of awkward how they got remake Samus Returns, how Ridley's the final boss, because Ridley appears like Super Metroid takes place right after Metroid 2 chronologically in the timeline, like it's a direct sequel. It takes place right where the second one left off. So I don't really know. I don't really understand. Like it's kind of a plot hole or something. Like maybe that was a clone Ridley or whatever. My theory that there was a clone or whatever. If they were to remaster Metroid Other M, They would probably have to do a lot of changes if they remastered other rounds. I doubt they're gonna remaster it, especially how much hate the game got. But they probably have to map it to they probably have to change some things around. So the game uses a shit ton of motion controls. More so than Prime 3, actually. Like they get, I get to see Prime 3 possibly working on Switch with motion controls because it didn't stop them with Galaxy or Skyward Sword. Mario Galaxy involves using the pointer, which that's what Prime 3 is basically. It's like a point and click. Resident Evil Revelations on Switch has something kind of similar to that too. But motion puzzles, I don't know if it's hard to say if motion puzzles, we don't know if motion puzzles can work. Whistle. Great thing I freaking realized, I almost forgot that. Got an energy tank. Yeah, I might do a little something like if I can get my hands on a copy of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I might do it in Skyward Sword. I might do a little 3D Zelda marathon. Kind of like what I did for the Metroid Prime trilogy back in November. Especially since Zelda's celebrating its 35th anniversary. I never beat Wind Waker or Majora's Mask. It's gonna be brand new for me, actually. I'm gonna wait to see right till I'm gonna wait until E3 to see when announcements, if they announce a 3D Zelda collection or whatever. I'm probably gonna wait till I'm probably gonna try to buy the Wii U version of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, but I'm gonna probably wait to see if a Switch version is coming out. So it might be something similar, who knows, we might get something similar to 3D All-Star things. It's still possible that we could get a collection with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess. You'd still get a collection with those 4 games. It kind of makes sense for Skyward Sword not to be included in its own bundle since it never got its own remastered version yet. plus Skyward Sword isn't that old either. Like it's about 10 years old or something. Like if it's. I find it's overpriced too, though. Like, but it makes sense for it not to be included. It kind of makes sense for it not to be included into a bundle too. Like, but I honestly think they made Skyward Sword individual game is because one of my guesses is because. They didn't after they released the 3D Ultimate Galaxy and all that, they realized they missed opportunities and such, so they still decided to sell Skyward Sword HD for the full $80 Canadian price. It's $80 in Canada here, so yeah, things are different in the States with the prices. Like in the States, a Switch game is $60 in the States. I'm translating it to the American currency. Yeah, when you translate it to American currency, it's $60. Energy tank. Got another super missile. Yeah, Boogie 298, his real name isn't Francis, his name is Steven. But a lot of people know him as Boogie. Like how some people on, like how Killer J knows me as Phazon. Like I'm known as Phazon by a lot of people. And, yeah, Killer J nicknames me Phazon. Yeah, Boogie there, people, a lot of people thought it was fake, apparently, people, I honestly think that Boogie 298 is actually crazy in real life. I think the McJuggerNugget stuff is, I don't know about the McJuggerNugget stuff either, though, because he was acting pretty creepy in the McJuggerNuggets videos. I honestly think that's staged or whatever. But for Boogie to pull a fucking gun, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I guess I can imagine McJuggerNuggets is pulling a gun on somebody. Or one time he pulled a machete on Mikey Memphis. But that was when they were trash passing, remember they were trying to put that for sale sign? Yeah, I think a lot of, they freaking always stage a lot of these things and all that, some of the stuff there is kind of hard to say if it's real or not, the psychedelic stuff, they made it quite obvious that all of that shit was fake. You could tell with the little hints in the background. Yeah, and the Devil Inside series was freaking so it was like some kind of fucking acid trip or something. And then Jarnuggets, the Devil Inside series or whatever, that was like some kind of acid trip. I think Jarvis was tripping on acid. seems like something like he's going into mirrors and stuff like. What the fuck? Yeah, if you do the Varia suit, you can do that friggin' like a friggin' like a big you have a boost of a jump whenever you have no gravity suit when you detonate the power bomb. Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go faster, 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 Metroid X! Metroid X. Imagine if they actually made a Metroid, and they made a Metroid series. I heard rumors about a live-action Metroid movie. Like, that would actually be a cool thing to see. Like a live-action CGI hybrid. Like a movie with live-action with CGI and such. I heard people fan casting having Brie Larson as Samus. How Benedict Cumberbatch has Ridley? The guy who played the voice, I think he voiced Smaug in the Hobbit franchise. God, imagine they cast Benedict Cumberbatch as Ridley. Just thinking of this fucking random freaking actors, man. Yeah. Or they could. I'm thinking of some ideas there for casting. Now that's fucking funny that I thought of that. If they do a live action Metroid movie, cast Benedict Cumberbatch to voice Ridley. Like, maybe for the vocal noises and the body work, yeah. Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch could probably pull off the body work, yeah. The CGI body work. I can't believe I'm thinking of some random castings there, man. Trying to think of some jokes, like now the Benedict Cumberbatch is actually good, but it'd be quite funny, quite good at the same time, since Benedict Cumberbatch also did voice a dragon in the Hobbits franchise. Can't believe I freaking Benedict Cumberbatch has fucking Ridley. And cast Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele has created Crocomire. That's who the cast has created Crocomire for a live-action Metroid. If they decide to have side villain, the boss characters as side villains. Trying to think of who to cast for Mother Brain. Just think of the randomest fucking things ever. Freaking cast Fran Drescher as Mother Brain. Just thinking of the fucking randomest shit ever. Maybe cast Maya Rudolph as Mother Brain. Freaking the one who voices the hormone monstrous in Big Mouth. She did some voice acting. She was the hormone monsters in Big Mouth. I'm just thinking of some fucking random people that, like a meme, like something that would be like a meme or something. But it's better than Cumberbatch as Ridley is actually fucking funny. This fucking thing of the fucking worst ways to go with casting. Because the live action Mario movie had Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo as the main characters. Yeah. I'm just thinking of the fucking weirdest characters to pick for villains. Weirdest actors to pick for characters and stuff. For Adam Malkovich, here's an idea. Cast Ron Perlman as Adam Malkovich. It actually makes sense. Ron Perlman is always playing like an army guy. The roles I've seen him in, he's always playing like this tough guy. Like a few times he played a military guy. He seems to be the right role for like a military guy. He's also in the show I watched on Netflix called Final Space. He's mostly known for voice acting. He's in some live action projects though. It's fucking thing of the weirdest fucking casting choices. They could probably, like, one thing they could actually do there for some robot characters in Metroid, like if they have any robotic characters, they could freaking bring in some Star Wars castings for a live action Metroid. If they do a live action Metroid, they could probably take some castings from the Star Wars movies. This fucking thing of the randomest castings, but if they were to make a live action Metroid, they could probably use some actors from Star Wars, or use some of those characters could do some of the voice acting. Like Bill Hader, like he done the guy who voiced Sonic in the Ben Schwartz, the voice of Sonic in the live action Sonic. Bill Hader, they voiced the freaking robots in Star Wars, the BB-8 or whatever. They did like the vocal noises, like. Yeah, Bill Hader is a known, like, freaking thinking of the randomest CGI, like just thinking. If they did a live action Metroid, just imagining it in my head, the casting. But that's actually pretty, like, that's actually pretty fucking funny though. That Benedict Cumberbatch is really, you gotta admit that is pretty funny. Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch, and just to get like, my friends, we used to do these funny things, we used to do these funny fan cast ideas. Like, you know, like one thing we've been mocking quite a lot are the live action live action movies, like live action Disney movies. This is a friggin' cash grab, honestly. Like, honestly, the freaking live action Disney movies are a fucking cash grab. Like, Disney's running out of ideas. Like, that's probably why they bought Lucasfilms and Marvel and such. They have a shit ton. They make a shit ton of money from their movies and the theme park as well, and probably the theme parks and shit. So it's, you know, they freaking do all, like. So, because they're running out of ideas for animated movies, they freaking start doing they just remake it with only minimal changes. Yeah, there's all like that's really what the live action remakes, Disney remakes are. The movies like I just prefer the originals, honestly. The live action remakes freaking honestly ruin the classics. A lot of people will agree on me with that one. Like, my mom freaking regretted, like, my mom bought the premiere access to Mulan on Disney Plus, and she regretted that immediately. My parents are like, it's like, the live action Mulan freaking sucked as well. Like, in my opinion, I'd say Mulan is one of the worst live action remakes out of the bunch. I seen the live action Aladdin and Lion King in the theaters. Remember the live action Aladdin movie? We had to get people to help me carry the popcorn and such because I had a broken arm. I went with my parents and such for that one. My sister was there. Yeah, freaking doing that was before quarantine. The best thing about 2019 was that it was before fucking COVID. And they had so much freaking good shit going on in 2019 and stuff. Yeah, freaking one thing you could technically Disney Plus is really one thing that's true about Disney Plus is that's technically not kid-friendly Disney. All the content is not technically kid-friendly on Disney Plus. Like they own Fox and stuff now. Like they own Fox, so they have Family Guy and such. Like they have every freaking episode of Family Guy on Disney Plus, and that's fucking better than Netflix. I find Disney Plus has a lot more better movies than Netflix. Like, yeah, I'm not sure about people in America, but Netflix Canada has some good comedies there. But for the animated comedies on Netflix, there's not really a lot of they're lacking animated comedies on Netflix. On Canadian Netflix, like. The only freaking animated stuff there is freaking for kids and such. That's what seems to be most of the selection on Netflix. Like Big Mouth is good and such. Like Big Mouth seems to be the only good adult animated show I can find that's in my interest on Netflix. That's in my interest. Yeah, I watched a little bit of Final Space as well. I wasn't really that interested into it, to what I saw so far, but I might only seen one episode. I didn't really get time to see it all though, but because I had to go get some groceries. Didn't have time to see the whole episode. Yeah, I wish Rick and Morty was on Netflix though. That's one thing. That's one show that's on Australian Netflix for some reason, but it's not even on freaking American or Canadian Netflix. Now I think that would make fucking sense too because Rick and Morty is basically they've been selling quite a bit of merch for Rick and Morty, so it makes sense if they freaking release that on Netflix. I find it's freaking I don't understand why they freaking restrict some shows on Netflix and such. Why some shows are regional. Like freaking Canadian Netflix has the worst fucking selection. Like they freaking most of the freaking for example they're animated movies, for instance, this is a good, when it comes to animated movies, they have the shitty straight-to-video stuff, remember Family Guy made this joke about straight-to-video Disney films, it's fine for Disney to have their straight-to-video Disney films on Disney Plus, but freaking Netflix is crawling with them. Shitty animated straight-to-video movies. I got high and freaking watched them for shits and giggles sometimes too. I freaking watch those shitty straight-to-video movies for shits and giggles online. I freaking watch shitty movies sometimes just for shits and giggles. Giggles, live action, like sometimes I get high and just laugh and watch freaking shitty movies, like that YouTube channel Dazzle, like how they freaking did that thing where they get drunk and watch the Cat in the Hat and such. Like I've seen their videos before too. They get drunk and watch movies and they laugh. They make good jokes. They actually make good jokes about how bad the movie is and such. They make jokes about the actors and the acting too. I heard the guy that did have one thing when they promoted Universal Studio where the scene where they're riding. I just remember like looking at the scene now with the scene with the Cat in the Hat where they're riding on a freaking babysitter going back to the Universal Studios promotion thing or whatever. Looking at that now, I just freaking make jokes about it, saying like Nostalgia Critic made a joke about saying money's on. It's like freaking like commercials inside movies. Like made a joke like Dazzle. They made jokes about that. That's one joke they made about the movie was that little promotion they made. I heard there's this one time. This is actually a story that my great aunt reminded me of recently. I was like 3 years old. I remember I had this replica that the Cat in the Hat wore. And what happened was that I ended up getting the hat stuck over my freaking eyes and nose. Like it was covering, like you could only see my mouth. Like I remember it was literally stuck over my fucking face. And I was like 3 years old. Like what ended up happening was that my aunt ended up calling my parents home from work, and right after they got home, I managed to get the freaking hat off. Like it was freaking stuck on my freaking face. Like, but after that, my freaking face was a little bit messed up from that. Like there was a big fucking red mark on my face, and like there was a big red mark on my face. Yeah, I remember shit when I was like fucking 3, yo. That's how freaking intelligent I am, yo. It's fucking big mistake to think I'm a fucking stupid autistic kid. That's what fucking people think of me sometimes. But fuck them, man. Like fuck those haters. I remember Killer J's cousin used to freaking torment me with that freaking Cat in the Hat song or whatever. Like, he used to torment me, like, there used to be one of our big gigs. Like, it was me, Killer J's cousin, and what our friend we used to hang out with. They used to torment me by singing the freaking song from that Cat in the Hat Treehouse show or whatever. They used to freaking torment me like that. Like, I remember he used to do it with one of my other friends as well. Like, he used to be like, knock it off! I remember one time, one of my friends got impatient with those two singing that song that they freaking need one of them in the balls. One of them got me in the balls from that. Yeah, like, I remember my friends, like, I remember one time when I was sleeping I had a sleepover at my apartment. That was like my old, like, at my parent, like, it was when I was still living at my parents' place. I remember my Killer J's cousin and Stuart and my other friend, I don't want to say his name, but due to legal concerns, but I remember they freaking woke me up by yelling the freaking Cat in the Hat song. Like, I was sleeping, like I was sleeping with them. Freaking, all of a sudden, freaking yell, go on an adventure! Freaking tormented. They always used to torment me. I remember freaking, when I was a little kid, I remember tormenting my grandfather all the time, man. Yeah. Yeah, my friends, like, I always had, like, the type of friends I had were always the freaking hyper type. Like they were always freaking like I had a lot of freaking hyper friends in freaking when I was going to school and such. Yeah, I remember Killer J's cousin used to watch the TV quite a lot. He used to watch the car. He used to freaking like I remember when I used to go. We used to see him at. When I used to go see him at his place when we were getting ready to hang out. We would always like he was always watching a cartoon or something. They were playing a game or whatever. Yeah, my friend Stuart was always into games and such. Like he was always into RPGs. Yeah, like my friend Stuart's into RPGs and shooters mostly. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Never mind. Just give me a few seconds there. Yeah, Nintendo is pretty much like the video game version of Disney now. Yeah, that's what you can kind of say about Nintendo now. Like Nintendo's opening their own theme park and all that. Like that's pretty freaking crazy. Like Nintendo opening their own theme park. Like, I'm hoping one day I can freaking go to that theme park. But not if it's freaking like I'll probably end up getting shot there because there's a big risk of getting killed in Florida because there's a lot of crime in Florida. I've been to Florida a few times before, like Florida, it was in Orlando, Florida. There were the Big Mouth had this freaking song where this one song sequence where it's like anything goes in Florida. Like that was a good song. That was a good song, but they talk about but they basically they're poking at poking at all the stuff that goes on in Florida. I remember one time when I went to, I think it was the second time I went to Florida. Remember me and my parents, we were at the food court at one of the malls, and what happened was that this guy fucking ran out of nowhere. This fucking guy runs around honking a freaking clown horn. Yeah, this fucking people thought, like, my parents said that he's mentally retarded. But freaking that actually freaking happened there, where there's a freaking guy who freaking ran across the mall in freaking Mount the Horde. Yeah, the states is... Some of the states' laws, like Canada's laws are corrupt, but some things that happen, but the states has a lot more crime because like the gun laws and such, because the U.S. doesn't have the gun laws like Canada. I'm not trying to offend anybody from Florida here or anything, but I'm not trying to offend anyone there, but there is some problems with some states. Like New Jersey, like they allow you to have guns. They allow you to carry guns with you at all times in New Jersey. In the states, there's no Like I know that because freaking McJuggernaut gets his videos and stuff. Yeah, like the gun that McJuggernaut gets used to kill his father, like Psycho Kid used to kill his father in the Psycho series, that was a prop gun. Like the guns they use are actually real. The guns that they have, like in one of Mikey Man's videos, you can see in one shot there's a glass cabinet with a couple of shotguns and rifles. Yeah, like there's actually some YouTubers that would go so crazy to actually pull a gun on people who are trespassing. Like freaking, that's something I would never freaking do. Like I'm not the type to pull a weapon unless there's no like maybe hand-to-hand combat, but if somebody else, like sometimes you might not have a choice or something. Like if it's a cop though, like they probably need to use a weapon sometime if there's someone with a knife or whatever. Spring ball. grab my phone charger. My phone's... It's probably because I keep my phone on to watch the chat. So I get a better angle, better view of the chat. Went the wrong way, man. Gonna take a puff now. Yeah, I'm getting groceries at 5 o'clock there. Yeah, after I get groceries and come back, I might come back and do another live. I might come back live later tonight. Depending on how things go, I might end up coming back live. I might play a few rounds of Smash Brothers or something. Go refill my water. Yeah, I'm gonna reset it. If this is the wrong route, I'm gonna reset and go to the other going the other way. Yeah, I already did this part, so this saves time. It's an hour and 45 minutes. I've been playing this. I just don't want to friggin' forget anything. Just don't want to friggin' forget anything, Getting all the items is what's important to make getting 100% in the game. Getting all the items. Yeah, I didn't get 100% on Fusion because, yeah, it was freaking pain in the ass to get 100% on Fusion. But I might do a revisiting of that sometime down the road. Oh, I realized I forgot an item here. At least I didn't lose much time. Like, you have to beat this game under 3 hours or under. Like, I could probably make it under 2 hours, under 3 hours. I bet all of you that I can make it under 3 hours. It's the place I was at earlier here, but I couldn't get access to it because I didn't have the space jump. It'd probably be works better somehow works on those blocks. It's the only thing that works on those blocks. One little area in Brimstone that I forgot about. We'll stop by there. We'll stop there on the way back. Yeah, we'll stop there on the way back. It's on the way to. It's on the way to the. On the way to Torrid as well. So I'll swing. I'll stop by that area to get the missile expansion. I know the maps of these areas. I know the maps of these all of these freaking games, yo. I memorized all the maps of all these freaking games. I should have saved. That Chozo statue lowers all that. Got the friggin' screw attack. Screw tag. Screw tag. That's the last upgrade of the game now. Final upgrade. So the final upgrade in Metroid Fusion, actually. Yeah, both Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion. Actually, like, both of them have the final item as a screw attack. Both of them actually have a beam as the final item. Like both of them, similar pattern actually. Beam, screw attack, and then beam was the last two items of the game. Yeah, I honestly find the screw attack in the 3D in Prime 2 sucks. It's good and all, but it's only used to get across caverns and such, get across long cliffs and such. That's what it's mostly used for. One thing I predict Disney owning one day is the freaking. One thing I predict Disney buying is the United States. Imagine Disney was actually capable of buying the United States. That would be fucking crazy, man. Yeah, Family Guy had this one joke in an old episode where Stewie and Peter went to Disney World and they quote at Disney multiple times. They show that Disney uses gets the children, lost children for slaves and all that. They use lost children for slaves. That was one of the jokes they had on Family Guy when they were making poking at Disney. But now, really, if you look at it, they're honestly making fun of themselves. Because Disney owns Fox, so technically, since Disney owns Fox, they're making fun of themselves. Prying out my foil. Using foil on my bong screen. Yeah, foil makes it a pretty good substitute for a screen. The ones that you see at Cannabis NB are always small packs. They're expensive too. Hate resin clogs, yo. Getting resin stuck in a bong is a total pain in the ass. You want to get the fucking resin on my SNES controller. Throwing a fucking resin on my SNES controller. Yeah, my SNES controller probably has a possibility of getting hit by resin. Like if resin hit it, it'd probably be a freaking pain in the ass to get out. Like it'll be noticeable too. It's like a kind of like a white color. It's kind of like a silver. It's like a silver. It's like a silverish white. I might end up being low on weed if I do another stream tonight. I might end up being low on weed. I might end up having to get low something. Might end up getting a pre-roll at Cannabis MB. Fucking hate these fuckers are annoying. These fuckers are annoying. These golden space pirate fuckers. Fuck! Come on! Come on, you motherfuckers! Fucking change your skin color. Change your fucking skin color to gold! Change your fucking color. Ah, frick! Come on, you motherfucker! Come on, you motherfucker! Yes! Freaking God, finally blast that motherfucker the Kingdom Come. Freaking hate those space pirates. Those space pirates are fucking annoying. Like, I was talking about those yesterday in my freaking Fusion stream. That's why I fucking hate those ones. It's right before Ridley too, so it requires you to grind as well. Right before Ridley too, so it does require you to grind health and ammo. Here's the fucking fight with the big, intense fight with Ridley. And Ridley's not so big in Smash, is he? He's not so big in Smash. Bigger than Samus in this game, though. In the first Metroid, he was about the same size as Samus, actually. I'm gonna showcase something right here, right now. If you look. Look, purple orbs show up everywhere. Ha! Killed him right as he freaking grabbed me. Killed him with a power bomb. I'm gonna take a quick second to show you those secrets. These combo things. Shit, my light was on my phone. Okay, I'm gonna do it somewhere where it's safe. That's what you get when you use the wave beam. You can also add on to that. Yeah. That's like an ice shield here. It's like an ice shield. It's like a fire. The spacer beam is like a fireworks show or something when you charge it. Makes it like the way it moves around. It's kind of like the fireworks dance, like the fireworks whenever they sparkle up. Here's the other secret here. Yeah, you can do this just by setting the power bombs on. Setting it to one of the beams and putting and charging up the beam while you have power bomb selected. Now, a lot of people may not know that during their first playthrough. It's I have to turn around. I started doing my own little playthrough of Fusion off stream. I started doing my own little playthrough off stream. I'm gonna see if I can get under 2 hours off stream there. So the only way I was able to do that before was with the store point, with save states and such. But eventually I'll revisit that game, Metroid Fusion. I'm on the way to touring now. I'm gonna go to my gunship to charge first, Doc. I'm gonna take the route to I'm gonna take a faster route. No, a fast route. It's going to Meridia. Maybe there's something in the wrecked ship. But I'm gonna see how much I got. Again. Gonna recharge and see how much I got on total and everything. So there is something, and I know where it is. I know where like I'm missing some stuff in the wrecked ship. There we go. So I forgot a missile tank somewhere in Brimstone. Or somewhere in the game. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. I remember now. Missile expansion in here. Missile tank, 2 missile tanks back. So I got one more item and I'm almost at the last item. missile? Great, now I have all the items now. Here's sirens. Those are sirens outside. It sounds like there's a cop car or something. Probably the cops or something, because I live this right near the police. I live just down the hill from the police station. Sounds like a few cop cars actually. I wonder what's going on. Before we go into Torin, we're gonna take a phase-on puff. And this game had a lot of popularity when it comes to speedrunning. Yeah, the remake Super Metroid on Switch, they should have the option to play like the retro style and have like a time attack mode and such. Like have an option to play like a remastered version, but it's like a retro style. Yeah, if you don't notice, the slowed down version of the original Metroid Torin theme is much more slowed down. It's like a sandy area. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck. Sucking my health. Yeah, I should bet down to 1 health. One thing I find is, one thing that's a funny coincidence in Super Metroid and in Metroid Fusion is that in both final bosses, each character gets saved by something by a villain or whatever, by something unexpected. Like how Samus was saved by the baby Metroid, and how in Fusion, how the SNES somehow saved Samus from the Omega Metroid. Here we go now, we're in the final boss is right behind the door, the next 2 doors. Here we go. The final battle. I like the flashing effects in this game. Something I like in this game. That's what it's fun to play these types of games when you're fucking big. Because the flashing effects are fucking trippy. Doesn't have a fucking reserve tank. Don't know if he's gonna freaking blast me, if she's gonna blast me again. It's good to be safe. You have to have a lot of health for this final boss. Oh! Saved by the baby Metroid. Yeah, we actually see a remake of this scene from in Metroid Otherworld. We actually see a remake of this scene in Metroid Otherworld on the Wii. Where the baby Metroid saves Samus from Mother Brain and replenishes her health. There's a Samus health that gives her the hyper beam. Maybe I have a lot of health for this final boss. That's the end of Mother Brain. This death actually reminds you of the Aura unit in Prime 3. Where the main body blows up and the brain basically shrinks and blows up. Shortcut. And Lighter Beam, you can only get it unless you use Game Genie or something. That's the only way you get it. Damn it, I forgot to do the shine spell. It's the old torrent. It's kinda cool that I connect into the old torrent. First, I need to take a little detour, quick detour. Run! Yeah, if you look at the, Samus is escaped planet Zebes while see her ship flying away from from the explosion of Zevis. You see a little sprite in the background on the right side of the screen. Those are the Enikons and Decoras. They do return in Super Metroid Fusion as well. Clear time, 2 hours and 28 minutes. It's still pretty good. Yeah, to everybody else, it was about almost 3 hours. It was almost 3 hours to some people, but yeah, like it's slowed down there because it's paused. Yeah, the game, but yeah, Super Metroid time is actually accurate though. With how long it takes to beat the game. Like the pauses, there are pauses in between as well though. It was about 3 hours. Like it was 2.5 hours, but it feels like almost 4 hours because it also like 4 hours because the in-game time is slower than than real life time. Like I explained this last night in my Fusion my Fusion playthrough yesterday. I explained this, the exact same thing. The time is not accurate to the actual time. George Seinfeld? Look. Gunpei Yokoi. Rest in peace to Gunpei Yokoi. He was legendary in Nintendo's industry. Created the Game Boy and everything. Grade for collecting items is 100%. Perfect. See you next mission. And that next mission is gonna be either Metroid 2 or Metroid Other M, depending on if I can find the freaking cartridge. But I'll do it so. But anyways, gonna end off the stream now. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, follow the Twitter. This is Phase Out God 420. I am phasing out.